biological medicine, and we want you to learn this so you can share this with your friends, it goes like this. It says, if you can bring about a shift in a person's pH, making it slightly more alkaline, and reduce the state of oxidation in the body, add electrons, and get minerals into the cells, is what you're doing, the body can heal itself of anything. That's a huge statement. This is by Dr. Thomas Rao, father of biological medicine. Of all the machines, of all the studies, he does studies where he measures the chronological age and the physical age of people, and he was testing 24, 25, 30-year-old people and found their aging, their chronological age of the body was in their 80s and 90s. They were so acidic. Of all the machines, he was selling other machines until he found about Kangen water. Now the only water he has his patients drink is Enagic Kangen water. Of all the machines, this is the only one. And so all these tests, their age is now matched. 24-year-olds are actually 24 years old again after they start drinking this body. The body will heal itself. Now, people say, if this is true, how come I never heard of it? Where has it been? Well, this company's been around since 1974. It's considered a medical treatment device by the Japanese Ministry of Health, which is like our FDA over here. This is used in the top Japanese hospitals. The Japanese Association of Preventive Medicine for Adult Diseases recognizes this as very efficacious. This is a body of 6,500 doctors in a nonprofit organization whose only job is to test new technology every year. Which companies have the best machines for all the hospitals? The only machine they pick every year is Enagic's machine. Out of all the knockoffs, they can't do it because they're not medical devices. They don't have the power to do what ours can do. Now, they developed a consumer home model in 1994, and they introduced it in the United States in 2003. And now, I want to show you, of all these awards we have, these three are the ones that prove we're a medical device. They're ISO certificates. It's the same testing that a heart pacemaker has to go through. It's the same testing that aircraft parts have to go to before they can fly human beings. No other company in the world can pass this test. We've done it 3 times. In fact, our company is so proud, they got the certificate numbers painted on the outside of the building at the factory, just so our competitors can see we're really licensed. Now, if you go to the internet, our competitors will actually show you fake certificates with numbers that don't exist. When you Google the numbers, it's fake certificates, so it shows you who we're dealing with. Just don't buy it. Now, the machine makes 7 different powers of water. When water comes out of your tap and goes through the machine, it's got to add up to 14, the whole pH range. So it's always making 2 kinds of water, acid and alkaline. So when I push this button 2.5, that's strong acid water. And why do I want that? Because strong acid water, anything below 2.7, this is way below, it's 2.5. When I take 2.5 acid water, spray it on my face, it sucks the oxygen out of the bacteria. And if I have acne, or if I have psoriasis, or if I have eczema, or athlete's feet, anything like that, this sucks it out right away. And not weeks and weeks, I'm talking right away. We've got people in our group who are jewelers who have psoriasis. For 20 years, they've tried everything you can think of, and it's gone. It's just gone. And she's just so happy. You can't believe it. 2.5 does that. Now, while the machine is over here making the 2.5 out of the bottom hose, at the same time, it's making the 11.5 out of the top hose, because 11.5 and 2.5 equal 14. It's got to always add up to 14. The 11.5 is the stuff that cleans the tomatoes. That's the stuff that kills hangovers. That's the cleaning water. This is the sterilizing water. Now, the next water is called 5.5. It's still in the acidic range, but when you push a button, the machine says beauty water, or sensei in Japanese, and this is 5.5. That's the same that the estheticians put in your skin to tone you up. So after you suck all the oxygen out of the bacteria and dry it up, then you hydrate your face with this water so you don't get dried up, so you stay nice and hydrated, which is why I look so good. That's what this is. So as I push the 5.5, that's to hydrate my skin. 7.0 is for people that have time-release medication. Time-release medication means I can't take all the medicine right now. I got to take a pill. It's going to last 12 hours. Remember the tea? When I put the tea in the Kangen water, boom, it turned instant tea. Well, the same thing is going to happen with medication. So you don't want to take your time-release medication with that. You want to take time-release medication with the 7 because it's neutral water. Wait a half an hour, then start drinking the Kangen water to keep your body in the alkaline state. All right? Now, you're going to start drinking 8.5 water. Everybody starts at 8.5. I don't care how big and strong you are. Start on 8.5. Get your body used to it. Go for 3 or 4 days. The water in a container like this will last 3 days at the most. It's lost its power. So in 3 days, what you haven't consumed, pour it on your cactus. Your cactus will take over your backyard. Cactus loves this stuff, by the way. Now, After you've consumed 8.5 for 3 or 4 days, see if you're detoxing. Lightheaded, headaches, stuff in the gut coming out a little too fast, whatever. Then, if you're doing fine, go to 9.0, do that for a week, and then go to 9.5 and stay on 9.5. Some people can't get past 8.5. That's all they can take. They get too amped up at 8.5. So find out where your level is. Now, once again, 11.5, that's for special circumstances like hangovers. Or if you want to lose weight rapidly, go to our website and look at the water protocol. I lost 22 pounds in 28 days just to try it, and it worked on me. And so if it works on me, it works on anybody. But that's using 11.5 sparingly. Now, this machine has a filter which is good for 3,000 gallons, and when it needs a new filter, it'll say, replace the filter. It talks to you, so you don't have to guess how many gallons did I have. It'll tell you, replace the filter. So it takes 3,000 gallons, but it will filter out the chlorine, bacteria, lead, and metal, but it leaves in calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium. That stays in. You have to have that in your body. Now, it takes the pollutants out, but now it has 7 titanium plates, and here's the difference between us and everybody else. Here's why our machine makes water all day long, ionized, doesn't get hot, doesn't melt, doesn't blow up. It stays a medical device no matter how much water you make, is because these 7 plates have 230 watts of power. The most our knockoff competitors have, these fake rubber band ice-making machines, is 85 watts. They run their machine, so when I take this much water through 230 watts, it separates the hydrogen and the oxygen. It pulls it apart. It takes a lot of power to do that. And now what happens medically is you see this formula, it's called OH minus. That's no longer H2O, that's OH minus. It's called hydroxyl. What's that mean? It means oxygen, hydrogen all has 1 electron going around each hydrogen. Every hydrogen has 1 electron. When I separate the hydrogen and the oxygen, it's so much power, it pulls all the electrons off the hydrogen, and they come jumping over here with the oxygen. And oxygen already has 8 electrons of itself. So now when I add all the hydrogen electrons, I have water that has a huge negative ORP of like 700 or 800. You saw that number tonight? That's where it comes from. That's medical water. Nobody else can do that. Side by side, their machines melt. Side by side, ours work. Don't be afraid of taking the competitors on head to head. They will lose every time. You will win every time, certificate or not. Now, so this is now called Kangen water going out the top. And with each button you push, it'll add more or less electrons to it to make it more higher or lower pH. This is the acidic water, which is used topically on your body. This is used in the inside. Now, I show this picture because our competitors, I have to laugh. We have 7 plates that are 7 by 5 inches with 230 watts of power. This is the size of our plates. Inside here, they have what's known as grid technology or mesh technology. Grid technology is another word for a screen. They're using a piece of screen that they run water through a piece of screen with a little hookup that has 85 watts of power. You run 85 watts of power through a screen, and what's going to happen? It's going to melt. It's going to melt. So they have a special technology device called SMPT shutoff valve to keep the machine from overheating or melting. And they say, well, Kangen doesn't have that. Well, of course not. Ours don't melt. So it's laughable at the fact they sell any. But I'm telling you, 10% of you are going to go buy the wrong machine this week because it's cheaper. I can buy a cheap machine that does nothing, that looks like a machine, but doesn't work. And so you can't make a Kmart shopper stop being a Kmart shopper. You're going to buy the wrong machine, and I wish you well, but you've heard the best, and here it is. Now, this machine has a 15-year life, and the SD501, which goes in the home, has 7 plates. It costs $3,980. This is not a Brita. This is a medical device in your house for you and your family to maintain your health. You heard the stories. How can you lose 100 pounds? How can you get off 150 units of insulin? How is that possible? That's incurable. But Doug's standing here to show that that's true. How can Julie's husband be on the computer signing up for college courses again? He's doing that. It's just he's coming back online. That's what's happening. These are all true stories. Now, this machine has 12 plates. This is for the restaurants and the higher, like the medical clinics, the acupuncture clinics, the chiropractors are using this. This has 12 plates, and it has 2 hoses at the top. This is the acid hose. This is the alkaline hose. And places, for example, like Malibu and Santa Monica passed the we have to go green, no more chemicals last year. Well, they did. And so the restaurant owners are going, you nuts? The health department's still in business. We still make germs and bacteria. We're going to get shut down. No, no. They're using the acid water out of this big machine to clean the floors, clean the countertops, do all the silverware. No chemicals. This water kills germs on contact. Within 30 seconds, all the germs and bacteria are dead. So they're saving water on chemicals, saving money on chemicals, and it's a sterilization factor. 5,980. Now, for those people of you who are in the age bracket where you're starting to get age spots or liver spots, that's because your skin, which is normally 1/20th of an inch thick, as you age, it gets thinner. And by the way, each square inch of skin has 1,300 nerve endings in it, which I think is an amazing thing. But as you get older, your skin gets thinner. Every time you take a shower in chlorine, your hot, open pores are soaking in chlorine in your skin. Chlorine, once again, is a carcinogen, not good for yourself. But as you get older, your skin absorbs that chlorine. You go out in the sun, you're like a little sun lamp. Pow! The chlorine just pops out in your face. And so those are age spots, or actually chlorine spots. They put the NS-spa together, which takes the chlorine out. It puts ions in your shower and your bath. And Kate, the person who had the mastitis, she just bought this unit. She loved it so much she's inviting her neighbors over to take a bath and say, just take a bath, take a bath. You won't believe it, take a bath. And you did, didn't you? That's right. So, and it's wonderful. She's getting one now. So that's $23.90. Now people say, wow, that's a lot of money, but I told you this had to be affordable or it wouldn't work. It has to be affordable. This machine, in 15 years, you can make all the water you want. I give 20 gallons a day away to my new clients. Try the water, try the water, try the water. It works. 20 gallons, 30 gallons a day. It costs me 73 cents a day no matter how much water I make. I can give away 1 gallon or 50 gallons a day, 73 cents a day. If I'm drinking bottled water, and I promise you're going to get sick. You saw how acidic that is. Pepsi and Coke are not concerned about your health, they're concerned about their profit. This costs them nothing. You're paying $1 for nothing, well, to get sick. So in 15 years, you're going to spend about $3 a day minimum, $16,000. A family at $10 a day is going to spend $54,000, and everybody in this happy picture is going to get sick because they're all drinking acid. Versus here, 73 cents a day. And notice this says eco-friendly. We have an award because we're ecologically sane. We make nothing that pollutes. Nothing in our factory pollutes. Right now, nobody knows how long plastic bottles last. They think 800 years to 2,000 years before they biodegrade. Right now, we're putting 2.5 million plastic bottles every hour in the landfill, and 10% of those are ending up outside in the ocean, outside of Hawaii. There's a little thing you can Google. Hawaiian Islands, plastic bottles. There's a whole bunch of Google sites pop up. And you can go, and it shows you there's an area 2.5 times the size of Texas outside of Hawaii with nothing but swirling plastic bottles about 4 or 5 feet thick. And they actually have videos, people swimming through it and showing it close. The fish are eating the plastic particulates. They're getting sick. The fish populations, we're dying from this plastic. This is banned now in Japan, San Francisco, and where else? Oh, in New York. It's gone. You can't have it. It's gone.
I heard about the machine through my friend Cindy, and every time I went to try the water at her house, I just felt very energized. So I wanted to know more about it. Long story short, my family really loved the way that water tasted. My husband said he was going to make a commitment to trying to get off soda by drinking this water, and he said it was actually effortless. And he's been 4 months off of soda, and he says he has more energy than he's ever had before. He feels great. He's lost some weight. His skin is cleared. He's very clear-minded. My 9-year-old actually stopped wetting the bed, and that was pretty amazing because I am in the health and wellness business. And I had tried everything, herbs, supplements, everything, and nothing worked. And just him drinking the water for about 2 weeks, and he just completely stopped wetting the bed.
My migraine headaches, thank God, they have gone away. The migraines were taking 2 days of my life away at a time. And within 3 weeks, I no longer had migraines. I also was told that I was starting to get arthritis, and I was not about to put up with that, so I was also told that the water would help that, and it absolutely has. It's actually backed off the knuckles that were getting large, and I'm just so grateful. And the minute I heard about this water, it made sense to me because I realized that our body is always trying to do what it was designed to do, and that we just need to get ourselves out of the way. And it just made sense to me. I've known for a long time that pH balance had to do with cancer and things like that, so I was so grateful. It's such a simple solution. Drink the water.